Hello and welcome to another video. This is the MiniVerse Make It Mini Lifestyle. This one is the Series 1. So I'll cut together a few of these. I've got 3 more of these to do, and I don't know which one this one is, so we're just gonna go for it. Really enjoyed these series of these minis, and if you're enjoying watching them, please like and subscribe. It's always helpful to the channel, and I bought a bunch of these, so it encourages me to keep it going. If you like and subscribe to the videos. So get this open. This is the hardest part, just getting the thing open. Of course, it's going all the way around before it opens. There we go. Yeah, let's see what this one is. This one's going to be, it's some kind of pot. It looks like a potted plant or something like that. Let me turn you up just a little bit. There we go. So make sure you keep your little shelf in there. That way you can put it on there, and then you've got the base pops on like this. Hi-ya! There you go. Alrighty. Looks like some from Orc or something. Not that anybody would remember that show. Okay. So here's the tweezers. You get tweezers with every set. Don't think I've got one yet that didn't come with one. Put the directions aside. Don't think I need them, but you never know. Let's see what's in here first. Oh, okay. So this is cacti. I can't imagine those sitting in there on their own, but we'll see. Like little papers in here. Looks like how to grow your own cacti. And I'm guessing this is going to be sun grow. This is going to be like your dirt and your rocks, maybe, and your little trowel. Yeah, so there's the potting mix. That's your soil. And this is your rocks. Little rocks go in there. And then this is I'm assuming, the container that it actually goes into. I don't like it. Look, it says, fragile, 1 large pot. I just like the detail of the packaging. Even the packaging is cool. It's not even the items in the packaging, just the packaging itself is cool. This does not want to open. Okay, like a little terracotta pot. That's cool. So I'll keep the box to the side. I'll tell you what, there's not much room for these. I'm assuming you're going to put quite a bit in there, but then you're going to tuck it in just like that. Well, let's see. Let's just see what it looks like. Got my X-Acto knife to cut my potting soil. It actually looks like dirt too, which is pretty funny. I don't know what that's made out of, but it's kind of stretchy. It always feels cool. The bad thing is if you shine a UV light on it, it does not turn hard. So I don't know if that's enough. It really needs, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and got, where I did fish tanks, where I did one of these sets before, it had some fish tanks. So I'm going to try to see if I have any resin in these to where I can firm it up. I still need a little bit more dirt in there though, because that's not enough. We need to fill it up a little bit better than that. And then I'll save some for above the resin. So if there's any resin in there, let's use a little trowel. If there's any resin in those things, I can just put a layer in here and stick the cacti. I can stick them on top of it, and yeah, it'll hold it in place. So I think that's probably good, and that's probably good. Yeah, and I can just put a layer of clear resin right on top of that. Let's see if I have any in here. Like I said, I just don't know I don't remember if there was any left. I think there was some in these. Looks like I don't need a lot. Yeah, that's more than enough right there. Perfect. So I'm going to I want this one like there, and maybe this one like over here, and I'll put them at different angles and stuff. So I'm going to put the UV light on here, and I'll be back. Okay, I got my resin firmed up, and it's definitely holding it in place. So now I'm just going to take some more dirt and put it around here. I got some stuck to the bottom there. Yeah, let's just take a little bit more dirt. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'll try to use the tools they gave me, you know. And then I'll put some of the rocks around here too, to where it'll. I'm using this little layer of dirt just to cover the resin I just stuck in there. And then I'll sprinkle some rocks in there. And it'll look pretty cool. It'll be like a little desert. Yeah. Yeah, I love the dirt. It's just cool. It's kind of sticky, so it gets, once you get it pressed in there, it kind of sticks to itself. That looks pretty good. And then I'll get the bag of rocks so you can see how much of the dirt I use right there. And then I'll use the rocks. I don't want to open these all the way, so let's just open them like just in the corner. Because I've actually done one of, not this specific one, but I've done one similar to this already. And it had rocks in it too, and the rocks will go like everywhere. They're like little, like salt, like rock salt, but it's not even that big. It's smaller than rock salt. So yeah, and you can see I've got tons of this rock left. I mean, a lot. So yeah, that's cool. Don't really need to do much else to it. I can push some of these rocks around in the side, I guess. But that's it. Now, if I didn't have resin, if I hadn't had any of that clear resin left, you would have had to have put some dirt in the bottom, put the cactus in there, and then put some more dirt on there and really press it down and hold them in place. With the resin, though, you don't even need to do that. It's not going anywhere. That's pretty cool. I like the looks of that. That's neat. It's a nice little house plant. It kind of sits up off the ground. That one's cool. I like that one. So I'm going to sit this one to the side. And I'll keep my resin there just in case I need any more. And I'll move this to the side. Let's open another one. And again, I don't know what these are. So it's got the numbers on them. I just haven't looked at them. I didn't look at the numbers before I started. I'm hoping if one happens to be a candle, that it actually comes with enough resin to make it. Because if you watch one of my previous ones, it didn't give me enough resin to actually make the candle all the way. Okay, this looks like it might be a fish tank. No, it's beeswax citrus, so I'm guessing it's going to be yellow. I don't know. That shelf is on the wrong side. That's the first time the shelf's been on the wrong side like that. Not that it's not easy to move, it's just it was on the wrong side. You don't have to have the back on there. I just think it's kind of cool. You just have it like that, just a shelf, and then these can go wherever. There's really nothing they do. Okay, so I've got directions, which we're not going to look at. We don't care about those. More tweezers. I have a huge collection of tweezers by the end of this. Okay, this is going to be a tray. Okay, that's cool. It's a little round tray for our things. Here's a little squeeze top for our resin, our wax. Have a sunny day. Okay, there's little lemons, okay. And our wicks. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Nope. And then I'm guessing these are our jars. Or a jar. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. There's 3 like little jars in the box. I love it how it even comes with packing material in there. It doesn't have to. It just includes it because it's cool. So these are going to go on this little tray right here. That's neat. How many lemons did they give me? It looks like they only gave me 3. Yeah, 3 slices of lemon. Okay. And then they gave me 3 wicks. That's cool. They're held in place with a little piece of tape in the middle there. Okay, I'll throw this away. Some things I keep, but those little things I don't keep. So I don't really need this tray right now. That's just for decoration. Here is the resin, like I said. A little place to put the little stopper at. It doesn't feel very full, but hopefully it's got some in there. What I like to do, I did one candle before, and like the candle before really didn't have, it wasn't very full. It didn't have hardly any resin at all in it. So I really couldn't do it. I couldn't fill them up all the way, so it kind of stank, but that's okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put a little resin in the very bottom, and then stick the wicks in there, and then are they all the same size wicks? I want to make sure I can put it in this tallest one. Yeah. Yeah, and these wicks tend to, see how it's bent, so you might have to straighten them up a bit, or hold them in place. So I just want a little bit in the bottom, just enough to hold it. Okay, that's good. A little bit in the bottom of this one. Again, I don't know how much I've got here, but got enough to stick a little dot in the bottom at least. Try to get right in the center. And then stick this right in there. I like that these jars are really, they're just big enough for the wick to sit in there, so there's not a lot of wiggle room. When you put these in here, they don't flop around a lot. And this one. So I'm going to get this resin set. I actually need to do it from the bottom, since you can't see it from the top. I need to shine the light on the bottom. So I'll be right back once I get these firmed up. Okay, so while I was waiting for these to firm up, I actually read the directions. Yes, I know, I read the directions. These actually have a little hole in them. I don't know if you can even see it, but I can stick this through there and you can kind of see. There's a little hole in the middle of this, the lemon. And so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fill it up with resin, and then you drop this in the middle of it, and it kind of sits on top of the resin, and it kind of floats. So that's what I'm going to do. And I don't think, do you put any more on top? I didn't, I read a little bit of it. I didn't read all of it. No, that's it. Then you firm it up after this. So I didn't realize that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these up I'm going to try to keep them fairly even though. I mean, the big one needs more, of course. But I don't want to run out, so I want to make sure I put some in all of them. It feels like I'm going to have enough to actually do a decent job on these. Tell you what, that's hard to squeeze. Yeah. Gotta have strong fingers to do this. I'm gonna fill them up pretty decent. Okay, and then I'm gonna lay these little lemons on top. Just give it a little bit light push. There we go. So that's that one. I like this actually holds the it holds the wick up a little bit too, like more upright. So that's cool, because I was wondering how I was going to get the wick held upright. I was going to have to hold it while I did the UV light on it too, and that was going to be a little bit of a challenge. Not crazy, but a little bit. This one's really full. Okay, so you can kind of see from the side what they're going to look like. So I'm going to get them hardened up, and I'll be right back. Okay, all firmed up, and if you don't have a UV light, you can put these out in the sun for like 10 minutes, and it'll take care of them too. The wicks don't look right if they're that long, so I'm going to trim them up a little bit shorter. That one's okay. I can trim it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I like those. Those candles look really nice. They're all filled up. They look like they actually have little lemons in them. That's pretty cool. And so you got your tray, and you got your candles. It's like that. So you can decorate with your candles in your like your living room or whatever. So that's that. And last but not least, so this one, and I didn't do this in this order on purpose, but this is going to be either, I think, hold on, a little bit of noise. This is going to be either a fish of some kind or a cactus. I mean, an aloe or something like that. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it was one of the two. I got the other one right off. There we go. Well, still broke. Daggone it. So what do you think? Fish or aloe? Fish, aloe. Fish, aloe. Fish. Maybe. I don't know. It says grow, so maybe not. I don't know. Have to see. Here, take this off. Take this off. Take this. This looks like it might be a fish tank. So cool. That would be awesome if it's another fish. I like the fish tank. There's also in this set, which I did not get any of because I didn't realize it was a thing. There's my shelf. There's also some turtles. There's turtles in this lifestyle visit set too, or as well. And I didn't know to look for those, and I didn't think they had the numbers that. I don't think they had any of the turtles anyway. So I'll have to look for those in this lifestyle because I would love to get a turtle. I think that would be cool. Okay, so here's that's a kind of a flat round bowl. That's kind of cool. Okay. I mean, it could be a terrarium with a plant. It could very well be a plant. Maybe it is an aloe. It's an aloe. Yep. Okay, so it's not a fish. It's one aloe plant. Is that all I get? Okay. It's awfully big pot for one little aloe plant. But I think that's what it is. And you got your dirt. And you got your gravel, which look a little bit different. They have some brown specks in it, and you got your little trowel. Not a fish. Brah, brah, brah. But it's one little aloe plant. It's a little weird. So I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to put some dirt in the bottom of it. What's the sound? Wah, wah, wah. I like the plants too, though. They're just not as fun as the fish, but they're still pretty fun. Okay, there's your dirt. Put your dirt in the pot. It's like a little terrarium or something. Do more dirt. I think it's funny how this dirt has a very weird texture. It's kind of, it's gritty and grainy, kind of like sugar, but then it's got like this, it's not really slime, but it's like this kind of the stickiness in the middle of it. I'm going to put put a little more dirt in there. I think it needs a little bit more. The dirt for this one's more for you to see from the sides more than anything. And then you'll see the rocks, but I can really fill this up with dirt on the sides. And I don't have a lot of dirt left. I wonder if I should go ahead and I'm going to do the rest of the dirt. I think this is the first one I've actually used all the dirt in the thing, but this is such a big pot that you kind of have to. I'm still going to put a little bit of that resin in the bottom, and then I can put the gravel over top of it so it's still good. And I'm going to make a little hole right here in the middle of this so I can put the aloe plant in it. Clearly I can't get the center. Yeah, I'm going to put just a little drop of the clear resin right in the bottom. I don't need much, just a little bit. There we go. Just a drop, just enough to hold this in place. And I'm going to hold this with my finger while I get my light underneath there. I'll be back. Okay, so that's all firmed up. Let's see if I can push some of this dirt back in there. Fill up the little crevice I made. Oh yeah. Yeah, like the dirt, like the looks of that. That's cool. And then now I can dump the rocks in there. And I bet you I can put a lot of these rocks in there this time. Let's open it from this side. Oh, these rocks are, they're not loose rocks this time, they're sticky rocks. Okay, that's different. Let me open it all the way then. I was expecting it to be like the other ones, just loose, but these are like sticky, kind of like the dirt was. Okay. Again, wasn't expecting it, but that's okay. It works. Now I wonder why they did these rocks sticky. But then they did all the other rocks that I've gotten not sticky. Maybe this is supposed to make a really solid floor on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I like it though. It makes it easier to get it in there because I can really like push it down in there and really fill it up completely without getting rocks everywhere. So that's a good thing. So for this one, you probably could have put the dirt in, sit your aloe like on top of it, and then have really press this down to hold it in place. That probably would have worked. The good thing is my aloe's like held in place with resin, so it's not going anywhere. So I can kind of push and shove as much as I want to, and it shouldn't move. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Probably could use a few more rocks right there. Be nice if that opened up a little bit more. Like flattened out a little bit. You ever seen aloe plants? They kind of spread out a little bit. And I think I'm gonna put some right in there. So the moral of the story is, as you do these, if you have extra resin, don't throw it away. If you have resin left over, it will work in other sets to help hold things in place and work as a little bit of a glue to hold it in place while you put other things around. So yeah, don't throw it away. It comes in handy. I believe I got a comment on one of my other videos to do that for the Easter basket. I could have definitely done that for the Easter basket, although the Easter basket really was held together pretty decently by the plastic bag, so I didn't think it needed it. I don't think it needed it as bad for the Easter basket. So there it is. You don't want to cover up the plant too much, but that looks really cool. I like that. So yeah. So we've got this. We've got our candles, and we've got our cacti, which look really cool. I like the flowers on there. So yeah, those are pretty cool. I'm glad they actually have enough resin in there to do my candles this time, so I'm happy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making these. These were fun. I enjoy kind of like decorating them, and you've got so much leeway in what you can do with this stuff that it's every one of them's going to look different. Yours is not going to look the same as mine, and mine's not going to look the same as yours, and that's a good thing. We all like differences, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it. Subscribe. I've got a ton more of these to do, and I'll catch you next time.